Yes, from automation, you're a fucking idiot as well. See ya.
Right? And these people who are not traders will think they buy a shitcoin because they will win against Bitcoin. If you're not a trader and you're not understanding what you're doing, you should not do anything. You should just buy a Bitcoin and not trade.
Well,
because if you're not a trader, you will probably lose it.
Yeah, people don't understand how, you know, blockchain works. And when they say that Litecoin is 4 times faster, you know, because the block time's 4 times quicker, you know, but what matters is security. And like that website I showed you that you know, showed that compared the confirmations to Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Litecoin right now is 42 times slower than Bitcoin when you're comparing security.
And without the security, who's going to really want to use it? Right.
Without the security, you got nothing. And then now we're back to the hash power chart I showed that shows Bitcoin's hash power just taking off like a rocket, and everybody else is just racing to zero.
Shitcoin for more Bitcoin. And
if your Bitcoin wins, it's momentary.
Right.
It doesn't stay that way.
I mean, look at Litecoin. People who bought Bitcoin with Litecoin back in, I don't know, 2013. We did a video on it. Like we said, like they'll never get that Satoshi back. In US dollar terms, sure, they're in massive profit. I mean, I remember when Litecoin was $3. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I remember that. And today, you know, it peaked to $300. Today it's like $60, $70. But compared to Bitcoin, it has its little spikes. But overall, Litecoin is in like a permanent Bitcoin bear market.
So Litecoin is almost like Ethereum, right? If you think about it, right? I mean, Litecoin had a spike, and then that spike, you never saw it again. It had a spike there, here and there, but it was never close to the old spike, right?
Nowhere near, nowhere near.
But if you look at it, yeah, but the old spike was $3 or $4, and it went to 300. Yeah, but you lost the Satoshis. That's what it is.
Remember when everyone thought Dash was going to take over Bitcoin in early 2017? Like Roger Ver had was always talking about Dash.
What happened with Amanda Billy Rock? Oh, sorry, Amanda Johnson.
Yeah, Amanda Billy, yeah.
Yeah, no. She's Amanda Billy Rock. She's Amanda B. Johnson. I've been in this space for long enough. I remember when I found her name. She's like Amanda B. Johnson. She's
like Roger Ver used to say, altcoin is going to rise and rise and rise, and Bitcoin's going to stagnate. But Bitcoin grew in tandem with everything else.
That's the same guy who sold people cars, right? He is a marketing, right? Have you seen the picture?
There's some old pictures in some old forums, isn't there, like of stuff. But,
yeah,
you gotta have me back, Duke, when you want to talk about Dash, because I got mountains of
I was going to mention Dash earlier, but there was so much. Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, Dash.
No, we need another 3 hours to talk about Dash.
Yeah.
Dash is special.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dash is special scam.
I got all the scammy stuff on it going back from its beginnings.
Yeah. It wasn't even called Dash back in the day.
Nope, they changed their name twice.
Yeah.
Twice, exactly. And 2 times.
They used to lie about that. They used to say they were like a fork of Litecoin and stuff. And it's like, nah, you guys, I remember thinking like, you guys are lying. Like, you guys are chatting absolute poop. Yeah, there was a lot of shit going on.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
That's a nice photo, right? That's your marketing guy. Buy Bitcoin Cash.
Wow.
It is what it is, guys.
He was CEO of memory dealers when he came up with the brilliant idea to sell explosives over the internet without a license and to mail them. Yeah, and to mail them through the post office, which is illegal, and to store his inventory in an apartment complex, residential area, which is illegal. So that's what he went to prison for, breaking 3 different laws at once.
Remember when everyone thought Trayvon James's dad was Craig?
That was
Craig Grant, was it?
Yeah, Trayvon. What was it? Craig Grant. Yeah. Wow, the good old days, bro. Wait, I'll try to do it. You didn't lose your BitConnect. Technically, you lost your BitConnect. Or was it Bitcoin? What is
It's
it?
pretty much like that,
He
yeah.
was sitting in his car. Yeah, he's a meme right now.
Yeah, he was like, you kind of lost your money.
You kind of lost your money. Yeah, exactly. That's the video.
Hang on, I got
That's
it. I found it. Let me try and
Yeah,
share
you
this.
know what video that is, right? Yeah, I mean, he's special. He's entertainment.
This year?
Yeah.
This year?
Craig
Oh,
Grant.
yeah, that's the video. That's the video. But we can't hear it. We
Can you not hear it? Oh,
No. I think it's because you have headset, micro, headset.
okay.
You got
Look
to
at that
plug there.
hair.
Okay. But yeah, there's the link anyway. But yeah, it's if you want to look at it, yeah.
Look, Trayvon, we're not talking shit about you. You're entertainment. You do what you want. I'm not gonna listen to you. I don't think these people here will listen to you. You do what you want. But you're in entertainment. We're not gonna hate on you. You do what you want. Probably will go to jail if you do it too much. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think Ozzy had him on one time to like hear him out or like let him like speak or something. Way back in the day, yeah, that was funny.
Ozzy,
Yeah.
Ozzy started, having a lot of like shady people on,
Whatever happened to him? Like, where is he now?
I have no idea.
No. There's one person that always comments on the videos, and he's like,
think
"Look,
he-
where's Ozzy?"
People who lost money don't come back. It's
Yeah.
very simple. It's very simple. I'm not, Ozzy, if you two are listening to this, I'm not shitting on you, bro. But my own opinion, I think you lost money. That's why you don't come back. If you would have made money, I bet you would have loved the crypto space even more.
First looking for programmers, developers for Dash, they sent an email out to the Bitcoin developers and said, briefly talked about it, but said, we can't tell you more until you sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. And so, it's like, really? There's no NDAs in Bitcoin. There's nothing behind doors. Everything's on the, open.
You don't want to tell them about the Dragon's Den.
Wait, who's running Dash? Wasn't it like Doffender? What was his name?
Evan Duffield?
Evan
Duffield.
Duffield, he started it. He was the
He's
main
exit-
guy. He was the
He
main
exits
guy.
guy.
He's
Wait.
still in Dash. He left it, I think, for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
It started
1.5
some Dash, Dash Foundation, but separate from Dash or something like that. And now he's back in it. I don't know. I don't care. But
Yeah.
I what I have, the information is all the history of it, like how scammy it was when it started, and their they said they didn't have a pre-mine. They had that insta-mine, which was ridiculous. It was obviously a pre-mine. It was set up to allow all the handful of people who were in it from the beginning to greatly benefit from basically.
And then they can milk those masternodes.
Yeah, and the masternodes. And so, do you guys know what Dash is? What it's is it proof of work, proof of stake? What is it?
Isn't it like a hybrid of proof of work and stake?
Yeah, it's proof of work, it's proof of stake, and it's one more proof.
Proof of shit. Proof of shit.
Proof of instant, or what is it? Like proof of instant?
It's proof of treasury.
Oh yeah.
Because 10% just goes straight to the treasury. So there's
marketing or whatever.
Yeah, right. Well, they vote on who where that money goes to.
Exactly.
And it's like only the master nodes can vote, right? You have to have 1,000 Dash locked up to have a master node. So right now, what's the Dash price is? I think it's like $80. So that's like $80,000. So can you imagine your country saying, well, you can't vote on anything unless you have $80,000 in the bank?
Nice.
Yeah, so that's Dash. But so
clip as well.
But that's just the beginning of it, right? So then you got the masternodes voting on all these different projects on where to spend this treasury money, and it's like 1% or less than 1% of the nodes even vote at all. It's like some ridiculous
Oh, dear.
number.
They just want the money, you know.
Yeah, they're not in it for anything but that free money. And so the proof of stake is just like pretty money out of thin air. There's no work done for it.
Make richer richer. Make the rich richer.
Yeah,
right?
It's like taking a bar of gold, locking it in a safe, and just little bars of silver pop up all around it, you know, just magically.
Exactly. Exactly. Magically.
That's proof of stake. Proof of work. Proof of work is digging a big hole in a mountain to dig out the gold. That's proof of work.
And here is what people don't get. The more money you put in proof of stake, the more money you're taking off that share. In other words, the richer you are, you can just be 50% of the network.
Yep.
Nothing is stopping you. You just go and buy half of that coin. You put it on a masternode, and then you control half of that. It's nothing stopping you. Fluffy Pony made a good argument in 2016. I still remember the video. He said, back in 2016, I'll share the video later in the comments. He said something like, it cost this amount of money to DDoS Dash. Back when Dash cost $1. When Dash cost $1, he was making a comparison how many Dash you would need to DDoS the network, and the money was ridiculous. It was very cheap to DDoS Dash, very cheap. Now, if you do the same thing today, and you see how decentralized is Dash, look, their own people could DDoS their own network. Like 5 people could DDoS their own network. That's how centralized this shit is. And it is what it is when it comes to that.
The supply is all locked up as well. It's not exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
5 people control more like almost a half of the Dash.
Yeah. There's only there's not many Dash in circulation. You know.
And do you know what the total amount of Dash ever to be created is?
What is it? Isn't that like 84 million or some shit like that?
It used to be. They changed it.
Then they changed it with every fork that they did. They changed.
That's how much I'm not updated with this Shitcoin anymore.
Yes, that was a long time ago. It started off as like 84 or 86 million, and now it's just under 19 million.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't change it. That's like a major, one of the staples of the coin is how many they're ever going to exist. If you could change that, I mean, how centralized is that? They could change it. Why don't they change it again?
Imagine if that happened to Bitcoin.
Oh my God. Bitcoin would not exist anymore if that changed.
It would have been a Shitcoin straight talk, real talk. It would have been straight talk. You make 21 and then you increase it to 50. Nope.
Or decrease it by, well, my goodness, what was that? Going from 86 to 19. That's like Bitcoin going from 21 to 5.
That's crazy. That's just.
There's already probably like 3 to 5 million Bitcoin lost, so I don't think you could do that.
This is the thing. I mean, look, again, it just goes back to it just echoes what we were saying before. How the fuck do they get away with this shit? If this was a regulated market, these people would be in fucking prison. Simple as that. I mean, this shit is just nuts. It's absolutely nuts. We're gonna look back on this shit.
Did you try OneCoin? What did you try to understand OneCoin?
When I first heard about it, it was already pretty much deemed a scam, and I never bothered with it.
Yeah, I've heard about it long before it was called a scam. But here is what I call OneCoin. OneCoin has the same structure as all of these shitcoins have. What was OneCoin telling you? Buy this. This is the future. You can create your own exchange to trade it to the people who buy that from you later. In other words, you would wreck them. You would sell the top. You would dump it to the you would be the market. And if you are the market, I make a shitcoin and I hold 40% of this shitcoin. I am the market. I am the market. And people have to see that and understand it. These shitcoins are like OneCoin. They are the market. And when you speak of that, that's a very centralized, not decentralized. It's a Ponzi OneCoin type of a shit. Doesn't do anything. It's not a store of value. It's not a secure coin. It's nothing. It's just a OneCoin. Another Ponzi.
It does do one thing. It gets the creator more Bitcoin.
That's
Yeah,
their
you
goal.
could say that.
That's
a
their
good
goal,
thing.
and that's exactly their goal. Yeah, OneCoin, wasn't that run by that woman or something, and she got arrested or something? I don't know. I mean,
She's still on the run, I think.
A fake
Some
doctor.
I'm
yeah,
out of touch. I'm out of
like
touch.
Ruja something.
Yes.
Yeah, the
yes.
gypsy Romanian doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's on the run, still on the run.
See, OneCoin was quite rampant up in like London and Birmingham over in the UK. A lot of like a lot of people were they had like meetups about it, and they used to kick off when you expose it. I did a few anti-scam OneCoin videos, and they used to kick off. Yeah.
I think this is how me and you met, right? Well, I think
Right.
I think we were both attacking OneCoin. It's like really early. And I think that's where we clicked, and we met, I think that's where we talked. It's like we
Yeah.
had the same understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful in this space. You gotta literally be careful.